Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is
Kay.
And this is our spoiler review for Netflix's original film, The Perfectionist.
No, The Perfection.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh my god.
It's full of spoilers. If you haven't seen this film, please don't watch this review because it will spoil it.
Well, you know what happens now.
So, The Perfection, not The Perfectionist.
No.
The
Not that we're
Perfection
perfectionists or
is
anything.
about two celloists, and basically it's about this really elite school for celloists. It's like Hogwarts, if you want to be a wizard,
cello.
but for cello.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Yeah, and basically there's this one young lady.
Maybe not like Hogwarts.
It is like Hogwarts.
Not when you really know what happens.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So it's like Hogwarts, but evil.
No, you've made a mistake. I mean,
If Voldemort ran it, for
Somehow think it's worse.
you think it's worse. Wow. Okay, can you please let me
Okay.
do it? Gosh.
Sure.
Wow. Do you just want to do the intro again?
No.
Two celloists. One was the protege, the prize child, was amazing. Her mother got sick, so she had to go look after her mother. And when she comes back, she has been replaced by another
Celloist.
celloist. Yes. This film is broken down into 4 parts and is basically the soundtrack to this is cello, and the drama and the thriller and the unique aspect and style of this film is all kind of pulling things, if you've watched our other review, pulling from films like Get Out and Stanley Kubrick's. It has that kind of vibe to it,
I don't know what you're talking about.
but where this was going, we didn't know where it was going.
Yeah.
So the first part is basically setting up that story of proteges meeting protege, and they form this relationship, and it's Charlotte, I believe, is one of the characters.
Charlotte and Lizzie.
Charlotte and Lizzie form this relationship, and even that I wasn't expecting to go
Not
that
at
way. I was
all.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was saying during while we were watching the film, well, she's a bit forward. It's
Yeah.
like, wow, okay. And then there was this graphic scene, which I thought was done really well. I
Yeah.
say graphics. It was within while they're playing music, they're cutting to their kind of how their relationship is moving along pretty quickly.
It was all in one night.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they were cutting to
Okay.
like they were partying, and then they were having sex, and then they were cutting back to the cello, and I thought it was really well done. I sometimes hate that sort of interlacing cutting if it's jumping from time to time, but this I thought was done well because they had that platform to go off of, and so they were jumping to that and jumping to that. So then she invites her to go on this trip,
In China.
but just before that we had seen a guy throw up, and they were talking about this like really bad disease, and my mind immediately goes to zombies. It's gonna be zombies.
That's what I thought. Do you
So-
know what? I have to say that I watched this film without having seen a trailer and without having read a synopsis and only knowing that it was called The Perfection.
It's a good way to end a film.
It is a good way to watch a film because you really have no idea what's going to happen or even what genre of film it is.
So you
I'm like,
expected.
it's about music. Okay, it's a music. Now they're having sex. I'm not so sure. Now it's zombies. It's the apocalypse. They're going to be stranded in the mountains. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
literally where I
really-
thought
yeah.
it was going to go. They were going to be stranded in the mountains, and the whole was going to be. I was kind of sad it was going that way. Initially, I thought,
Yeah,
another
again.
post-apocalyptic. And these 2 girls have to survive zombies, and then when she threw up, and she was throwing up bugs, and she's like, "Oh my god, what is that? Are those bugs?"
Then I was like, gaslight.
was so creepy. And then the guys were like, "Yeah, get off the bus." And then there was a moment where she whips out this axe, meat cleaver,
Meat cleaver.
and she goes, "Hey,
You know what you have
you
to
know what
do."
you have to do."
you know what you have to do.
And I have to say, it was that at that moment we both figured out.
Oh, I figured it out before that. That's why I said gaslight.
Ah, okay.
Do you get the reference?
Yes, I do. I've seen
Oh,
Gaslight. I know
okay.
Gaslight. Yeah, but the pills that she'd been given were not
Ibuprofen.
ibuprofen, and so she
Don't
goes.
take ibuprofen from strangers.
So she goes on this hallucinogenic journey, and then we didn't know where it was going to go from then.
Yeah. Like weird.
Yeah.
Because how do you get away with it? Like, there at no point did I ever have illusions that she would get away with it.
I actually thought it was quite clever because she said, I took the pills, I chopped my own hand off. She basically made her do it all herself.
She did.
And so it did look like it was then going to be this film about how she was going to get her back and how she'd won. It was all her plan and was thriller. And at that point, that's where we thought the film was going.
And we would have been a bit disappointed in that.
Yeah. And then... So as I said, the film is broken up into 4 bits, but as you get towards the second half and the third half, you start finding out that all...
Is it third half?
Yeah. Third part, not third half.
You said third half.
There's no ways I said. Go back and rewind and you'll see it. In the third half, in the third half. The third half of this film,
Yes.
of the 4th part.
Woo! It's magical.
Yes. Oh, it's definitely not Hogwarts. Yeah, so you start getting the sense that there's much more going on at the school. And I think the film kind of does tell you that going along, because there really is this uneasy kind of tone and presence about the film that they've created, kind of letting you know without letting you know until they start showing you bits.
Yeah, and some of those flashbacks are really like, you kind of, in your mind, well, for me anyway, I was watching it and I was thinking, is it gonna go that? Is it? Oh my goodness, it did. In a really like, ta-da kind of way.
I was quite shocked at how dark it went.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe it was going to be torture. I thought maybe that, you know, the kids were going to have long hours and there was going to be this kind of school where you have to do everything perfect, which is why it was called the Perfectionist. No?
The Perfection.
The Perfection. I'm not going to get that right.
Something is wrong with me.
Yeah, so, but I didn't expect it to see a naked guy and the 2 other white dudes, and there's naked guy, and there's obviously it's to do with rape and torture, and when you see her dressed in her red dress at the end and how they had the mechanics of, you know, stretching
so that's
her.
something they used, like, so whenever a child, prodigy, whatever, was invited to play there, they were chained.
Yeah.
That's
so
like,
and in just in their conversation you get to understand what they were doing. But it seems like for ages, for generations, like this is something that's been established.
Third generation.
Yeah, so they've been doing that for ages. He mentioned his father, and it just gets oogier and oogie. That's my word for this. Oogie.
Oogie.
Yeah.
It's a technical term. You should look it up.
But I do like what they do with the film, because I feel like you've almost got 4 films in one. Because they break up like the thriller to revenge, to just horror. Like the end is definitely horror, because there's that bit where she stabs her in the arm, rips the... Yeah, he stabs her in the arm and rips it all the way through her arm.
Yeah.
And I was really like, I wasn't expecting that amount of gore to be in that.
Do you know what I think? That she probably said off camera, because films are real. Once she had that arm injury, I bet she pulled out a meat cleaver and go, you know what you gotta do, right?
You know what you have to do.
Probably. Which is why
Revenge.
Which is why I thought the end shot was so great, and I said we couldn't have predicted that, where they both don't have an arm.
Yeah.
He's like got no arms and legs, and now he gets to hear his perfection.
Yeah.
But that's all.
Not the way he wanted.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are pretty much all the spoilers.
Sorry.
The whole film. But I just thought there was a lot to talk about there. Let me know what your favorite bits are. Or did you guess?
Yeah.
Did you guess better than we did? I couldn't have guessed. Did you get feelings of films? Like, what other films did you get feelings that this was kind of drawing from? I did feel like it had aspects of a Stanley Kubrick Get Out. Get Outness.
Get outness.
Get Outness.
No.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought.
Yeah.
And let us know if you had any surprises.
Yeah. Let us know if you slept well after watching this film.
Yeah, because I'm not sure I will.
Thanks for watching our spoiler... I can say spoiler-free. Thanks for watching our spoiler-tastic filled kind of run through about this film. Let us know if you think this is actually one of Netflix's better films now, or whether you just still thought it was just pants.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this review, and most of all, until next time, remember...